Hello, Louisiana Beer Reviews. We're back for another review. We have TrimTab Brewing of Alabama, and it's called Paradise Now, and it's a raspberry Berliner Weisse, authentic raspberry ale, made in the United States of America, gravitational nectar. It's tart. It won a medal at the Great American Beer Festival. They're proud of that.
I would say this is one of the most popular beers in Alabama. Any party you go to, people probably have this TrimTab. You go to the beach for the weekend, you bring this TrimTab. TrimTab sponsors lots of events in the area, so lots of shows and parties. Like this particular beer is just everywhere.
This Berliner Weisse?
Yeah, I would say so.
Alcohol content.
It's probably the first Alabama beer I had when I moved here.
Alcohol content 5%, bitterness scale 7, very low bitterness.
Yeah, it's a very accessible beer. It's easy drinking, but it's got that raspberry tartness, so it's not totally basic. I really like it.
You know, the bitterness scale goes from 0 to 100. 0 would be like, obviously 0 bitterness. 100 would be like, you'd hate it. Because this one you found was a little too bitter, and it's probably, I'm guessing, about a 33 out of 100.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine. Like, I'll drink it. I just don't prefer it.
So, but this is low bitterness. Okay, Berliner Weisse. That's a kind of a sour beer. Started in Berlin, a wheat beer sour. And they're kind of very bland. And so what they would do in Europe was add fruit to it. What they do in this pre-packaged.
Oh, they would add like just pieces.
Like you would go to drink and they would pour a Berliner Weisse and they would say some strawberry syrup in it.
Oh.
You know, that kind of stuff. They would add it. Supposedly Napoleon used to like to drink these things when he was taking over Europe and not holding on to it. It's not the taking, it's the keeping. All right. So it won a bronze medal, fruit beer category.
That's nice.
Okay. So, I am curious to try it.
Very cloudy.
It's cloudy, and I can see that I shook it, and it dropped a cloud of looks like gray glob in there.
Oh.
You didn't get that? Oh, I did the swish and pour. See that? Looks
Oh.
like milk.
Uh-huh. I've never seen it outside of a can
It's
before.
got the
What
little
is
chunks, probably little chunks of old dried milk or something. Because Berliner Weisses add the lactose.
Oh.
And some people get sick from lactose.
Yeah, I might have a stomachache later.
But you never got sick from this beer that you knew of.
I get sick from everything. I don't know.
Okay.
I can't keep track.
It's got a fruit color like raspberry fruit, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty. It's like almost like a peachy color, I think. Like a very kind of pinkish, peachy kind of.
Oh, kind of raspberry. Little crickle crackle off the head.
Oh.
It's not making a big fizz. It's just some beers you pour and be like.
Yeah.
This one's just like go, go. And the head is even pink. The foam is pink.
It smells kind of weird, actually.
Smells like a fruited beer. And you know what it reminds me of so much?
Very fermented, almost like old fruit kind of.
Yeah.
What does it remind you of?
Well, this is an ale, but if you go to Louisiana, you can get a raspberry lager called Abita Purple Haze.
Oh.
You've ever had Purple Haze?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's
it's
a
very
raspberry beer, see? And I bet
Mhm.
you're going to find, or I'll find this is similar to the Purple Haze. Smells like it, looks like it. Okay. Want the last swish and pour with the gunk?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, it's going to cloud it up. Because see that stuff, the added ingredients.
That's so weird.
Yeah, they like settle at the bottom, you know, and setting in a can for a month.
I never noticed that. I mean, I'm never drinking it out of a can. Usually just knocking these back
Out
at
of a
somebody's
can.
house.
Out of the can. Not out of a glass.
No.
Best Buy, November 27th of 2019. Okay. It tastes very similar to the Abita Purple Haze.
I think Purple Haze is stronger.
In flavor or in alcohol?
Mm.
Because it's not 5%. This is 5%. Purple Haze is like 4.
Oh, really?
4
I feel
something.
like Purple Haze has a little bit more of a stronger flavor, but
Stronger fruit flavor.
I haven't had it in a while.
Mm.
I like that. I mean, it's fruity, but it's not like, doesn't taste artificial. It's just got that tartness. It
Tart.
is very light. It's not bitter at
A
all.
little sour, a little milk sour. Bread, fruit.
But it's not sour like a sour beer would be. So I think it's very accessible to a lot of people. That's why it's so popular.
Yeah, Berliner Weisse is a type of sour white wheat beer. Sour wheat beer, and they had that lactic acid, lactose added to it. Which gives
I
that
never
little,
realized that.
yeah, it'd be like a little bit of a sour milk flavor. But if I wouldn't have mentioned that, you never would have thought about that.
Uh-uh.
Medium bodied and pretty dry finish, tart, dry, fruity. Very noticeable fruit. You'd never drink this and not think it had fruit in it. You know it has fruit.
Yeah.
So how would you rate this, since y'all drink it all the time?
I mean, an A, maybe an A plus for what it is, you know?
So you're saying like a 98 out of 100. Call it whatever you want to rate it, because if you like it, you're drinking it.
Yeah.
It's not popular around Birmingham because people hate it.
No, I know.
It's popular because
It's
people
very
like
good.
it. Somebody told me one time, well, just because a beer is real popular doesn't mean it's good. I said, yeah, but that probably means it's not horrible either. Because I doubt there's too many people drinking like natural light. We can make a face about it. But I doubt there's too many people at the university drinking natural light on a football party saying, boy, this is horrible, oh, I hate it. It may not taste like much.
No, it's there for a particular reason.
But you get my point.
Mm-hmm.
It's not horrible. I can give you a list of beers that are literally horrible. We were talking about that in the car earlier.
Hurricane.
No, not hurricane. It was the earthquake.
Earthquake.
High gravity, 12%. Oh, thank
Yeah,
goodness.
give it an
Thank
A.
goodness they discontinued it.
What you gonna give it?
Just an A, not A plus.
No, I'm feeling very generous, but
I say score. I always say call it as you see it. That's my operating procedure. Call it as you see it.
I'll give it an A plus for what it is.
Okay. I'm going to say A. I'm going to give it the same scores I gave the Good People Pale Ale, 95 out of 100. I don't adore this style, but it's very pleasant. I would probably pick the Pale Ale over it, but I don't know the ABV on it.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, 2 enjoyable beers from Central Alabama. And we're going to end this review by saying laissez les bon temps relais, and y'all come on down to Central Alabama or Southeastern Louisiana.